Hello. Brandy Osborne here, a multidimensional therapist and founder of the Elemental Athlete. And today we are doing Recalibrate Wednesday, and we're talking about vision, the motor control of vision, and how it can impact your game and bring you into the essence of the primal zone, embodying the primal zone, being and operating within a state of calm, connected, aware, intentional presence. So as you can imagine, with everything in life, intention is key. Being in the moment is key. And your vision, and you can all probably relate to this because you've done tests where you've had to close your vision and all of a sudden the motor control in your body is altered. So we are using our vision to come into our environment always, and in that connection to our environment, we are connected to our body, and our body knows where it is in space because of the visual motor control of the vision, the brain, and then also the felt sense, and then the active sense of producing emotion, the neurological connection to the muscles. So vision is something we don't really think about, and I feel like what happens with the athlete and with everyone in life, we're taught at a young age, if we can't measure it, it doesn't matter. So if you weren't tested on it, it doesn't matter. If you didn't get a pass or a fail, it doesn't really matter. Is it how your team is measuring success? The reality is your vision is affecting everything that you're doing, but no, unless you go to an optometrist or a vision therapist, where you're actually looking at not only your ability to read words far and close, to connect your environment far and close and the clarity of it, a vision therapist would also view how your vision performance is. So you have these muscles within your eye, within your retina, and then you have these muscles, these pulleys that operate each eye, that they're the reason why you can look up and you can look down. And the performance of the vision really comes into the most basics. Can I see near? Can I see far? And then for the athlete, can you do that? And then how wide can you see? So when you're looking forward, can you see these fingers to the right and to the left? And being able to have that peripheral vision where you're able to take in the full landscape of, essentially it's kind of a half circle around you. Can you take all of that in? And I've had some pretty interesting conversations with performance, visual performance therapists. I'm probably not saying all of their credentials properly, but just how, when you get a concussion, your vision is altered. The optic nerve to your vision is altered. And then the fear around it happening again alters your vision as well. And it alters your nervous system, which is your vision, which is the nerves to your vision. And then there is this reality that some just never had it in the first place. So why you didn't see that person coming towards you for you to shift and move out of their way, you might not have that field of vision fully accessible to you because you don't use it. So one thing I would love for you guys to do, and ladies, girls, women, is for you to, so out of 24 hours, there's essentially, if you were to account to be sleeping 8 of those hours, there's 16 hours every 24 hours that your vision is on, and you are putting mileage in doing different things. And depending if you're a professional athlete that's on here, an Olympic athlete, or someone that's a weekend warrior, all depends on, or you're with the team, how you're using your vision and what environment are you engaging in. And whatever you put mileage in, you gain control and structure around, you gain motor control. So if within that 16 hours you're spending 7 hours a day on a device, on your phone, watching a TV or a computer, that really detrimentally affects your vision because it's not a primal way to use it. We're going through many screens, we're looking at something that is still, we're holding one spot, and we're maybe watching like little bits, but on a phone, you're really not using that much of your vision. And if it's a TV, if it's further away, but it's just the reality is tune into what mileage are you putting in with your vision, and where are you looking? How are you using your vision? And how do you feel when you're using your vision? That's the next thing. But this specific video, I'm trying to slowly practice and get better at being a little more clear and concise. This video is really connecting to the motor control of your vision. And essentially, it's just an awareness of what do I have that's available to me? How do I feel when I use all ranges? And Pavel Tsulin, he's a strength coach and performance specialist, introduced him years back, but he talked about greasing the groove. And he used it in a different way that I use it, but it's essentially, if you don't use that motion, and we've all heard this, you're gonna lose it, or your ability to access it when you need it. And as an athlete, obviously some motions are not as important to you, like looking up at the sky, for instance. It's not as important to your game as looking down, but the reality is if you don't have one motion, you also are affected in the opposite of that motion. So we need to grease the groove. So the first things first is, and you can allot a certain amount of time, like less is more at first, because it can make people really a felt sense of dizzy. So with all of this, we're coming back to the basics of the jaw is relaxed, the tongue is relaxed, the tongue is shifted so the air can flow in with more ease. We are aware of our hands, we're aware of our feet, we are aware that the air is coming in and out. So coming into the felt sense of the body. So just taking a few moments of just like landing there. And then as long as you're not driving, I trust that you will do what you need to keep yourself safe and others safe. But you're starting to, in a figure 8 pattern, you're starting to, and not moving your head, so your head is staying put, and your vision is looking up to the right, and then it's coming down towards your nose, looking down to the left, looking to the left side of the eye, looking all the way up, and then down. So the first part of it, you're just doing it generally. You're not anchoring with anything. We're just kind of greasing the groove. And you can do this with closed eyes, but I would keep your eyes open. So you're essentially taking your eye up, you're looking around, and then you're up and looking around. I think that we did it different, sorry. We look up and then we came down towards the nose and then around and then up and down towards the nose, and then you could go the opposite way. And it's just feeling what it feels like to just use your eye. And then from there, we're gonna start to engage far away and then engage close up. So we're just taking in an object, not the edges of the object. So just looking straight ahead away from you, looking at something, and then coming in about like 2 feet from you, and then looking away. So the head is staying straight. While you're doing that, you're also feeling the air coming in and the air leaving. And now find another spot that's off to your right, where you find a spot, and what we'll do with this one is we'll actually take a breath when we land on that spot. So your head is facing forward and you're just looking away to the right, finding a spot, taking a breath in and out, using nasal breath. And then you're coming in that 2 feet away, find something about 2 feet away, taking a breath in and out. Then you're going to look to the left, finding a spot. For me, this is looking to the left is more of a challenge for me. So I look to the left, far away. Breath flows in and out. And then 2 feet away, looking to the left. This is where I keep myself honest, because I could feel my head wanted to go that way, because this is the side for me that's a little bit weak. So there's that little bit of like keeping yourself honest, where it's like, no, Brandy, come back here. And again, we're kind, right? It's like, okay, I noticed that, so that's something I want to clean up. I want to grease that groove a little bit more, where I would do maybe more repetitions there. So we're going far, close, far, close. And then when you start to play around with this, you could do many things, right? And you can look up higher and come down, higher, come down. It can be in the middle. It could be on the ground. So I would just do 3 to start. And you're really landing with that breath. You're aware of how you're feeling in your body. And then from there, it's just a general awareness. When you're looking forward, it's an awareness of what all can I see. So you're just kind of looking generally. You're not engaged on one spot. It's that peripheral vision. And you're just being aware of all that you can see to the left. That whole left side, up and down, and all that you can see to the right. And you're just aware of what you can see, and you're aware that you're breathing in. And you're breathing out. You're aware of your hands, your feet, your face, your tongue. And you're taking that all in. Yeah, so from here, the first part is just kind of greasing the groove of just being like, what do I have available to me? How does it feel? How does it feel to be in my body? And using my vision. And then from there, you would, like, this is important you wouldn't do that many reps before. You're just doing 3 spots, 3 spots, 3 spots, general. And as you're driving to the rink or to the field or to the gym, you're aware that you are using your eyes, you're aware of what you're looking at, and you're aware that the air is coming in and out. So the key is, when this gateway is open, we are intentionally aware of how we're using our vision. When we're on the ice, we are aware that where our body is at in space, our stick is on the ice. We're aware that the puck is coming, and we're aware of getting it on our stick before we actually take that stride. There is the general awareness of everything else, but just bring more intention into, how am I using my vision, and is this serving me? Is this helping me reach my goal? And eliminating or decreasing the things that you're using your vision with that are really not that helpful. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Please let me know your thoughts. We'll add on to this as we go. But the key to life is awareness. Acceptance of what you are aware of, where your limitations are, where there's opportunity for growth. Awareness, acceptance, and intention. What are my intentions? Where am I going? Is what I'm doing helping me get there? And then that integration and that introspection of always, like, as I'm living and being in life, how do I feel? The primal zone, the primal athlete always can feel what it feels like to be in and of them and in and of the environment. There's no disconnect. And we start to slowly reawaken and rewild the instinctual athlete. Okay, have a beautiful day. We'll talk soon. Take care.